news. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, don carry waka go visit Mazi Chinedu Donald J. Trump. And according to the information, when she get to White House, do you know what happened? I will tell you what happened. The congressmen and also the right-hand man, maybe we call it in a Nigerian government ADC, that's somebody that is a special assistant director commission. I don't know what they used to call them. ADC, that is somebody who is before you meet Oga Trump, you have to meet that very particular person. I don't know the full meaning of ADC. I mean, whether an ADC party, African Democratic Congress. But that is not the issue. The issue there now is this. When she get there, before she even have a meeting with Donald J. Trump, they open a file for her. And inside that file, they show over 38 petitions written against her, against Nnamdi Kanu, against Simon Ekpa, and against the Biafra Liberation. And the most surprising and most funniest part of all this is, do you know who write all those petitions? It is not Nigerian government. It is not Tinubu. I know why I say that, but don't worry. I know you will say Nigerian government is the one that employed her. It is not Nigerian government signature or letter seal. It is not emanated from Asorok. It never emanated from Fulani Caliphate. It never emanated from Sultan of Sokoto. Do you know why it emanated? It emanated from the office of the so-called Minister of Interior, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojukwu. So when she get there, they open the catalog of petition this woman have used her office to write against the Biafrans. You see the reason why they promote this woman. You see the reason why they remove her from Minister of Foreign Affairs for state. Now they have given her Minister of Foreign Affairs for federal. I will explain some certain things that some people don't know. But please, just give me some few minutes of your time. Please, before I will allow you to listen to the important information coming from this our brother EO True Sport. So the reason why they elevate this woman is because she have done the dirty job for them, and now they have to round up. What I mean by round up, they have to conclude everything they have been doing. Anywhere this woman went, do you know what she used to say? She will tell them that she is the wife of late Chukwuemeka Ojukwu, and also she told them, different countries that she have been meeting, that the reason why the federal government of Nigeria make her the Minister of Foreign Affairs is because Ojukwu, her husband, told her in clear terms that there's nothing like Biafra agitation again, that what he did in the past was a mistake. This is the lie this woman keep on going. She lied about this in the Knesset, which is the parliament of Israel. But thank God that the next message I'm going to bring here now is the Israel now. They don't reconvene after the visit of Bianca Ojukwu. I said in one of my clips yesterday or day before yesterday that since that woman visited Israel, we never hear anything from Knesset again, the Israel parliament. But glory be to God that after she went there to lie all the whole lie, they took their time to make investigations to find out whether all she said is true or she's just trying to defend the government of the day that is bent on destroying her own people. You see how we have been selling our people penny and half because of power and position and stomach infrastructure. So they have concluded their investigation and found out that this woman lie more than lie Muhammad. And now they have reconvened. The next video I will bring here, before I even bring that ADC of 18, my brother, the next video will be that. And you will hear everything the way it is in a clear terms. Let me allow you to listen to this video. But take back home, Ngozi Orabueze have one-on-one meeting with Oga Chinedu Donald J. Trump over the issues of Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and every other thing that have been a kind of been a stumbling block to where we are going. So listen to this, our brother, and then let me know what you think at the comment section of this video. There's also room for interjection in case that arises, and I will quietly do it in a manner that you will understand me very clearly and very properly. So please listen to this, our brother, and then tell me your own thought at the comment section.
Ngozi Ojukwu has tweeted on her S handle, sending a message to Biafran allies worldwide that the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu is seriously going to hurt the Biafran movement, that anybody that has the ability to get any information across to Biafrans all over the world concerning her movement should do their best by doing that. If she was able to send Mazi, Simon Ekpa to prison with ordinary state minister of affairs, now that she's on the global stage, it's going to be a problem. Mr. Ram, this is coming out. Point of correction, let me tell you, viewers, how Simon Ekpa went to prison. It wasn't Bianca Ojukwu that sent Simon Ekpa to prison. Listen and listen good. It was Simon Ekpa's social media activities that actually implicated him for what he has not done. Because I've never seen Simon Ekpa committed any act of terrorism.
My brother, you might be right, you might be wrong, but don't say what Simon Ekpa, what sent him to prison is social media activities. There's no anybody on this planet Earth. We're talking about Finland, a developed country. No, it is only in Nigeria. Look at what they are doing to Justice Crack. Justice Crack, look at what they are doing. That guy is an Igbo guy. Military kidnapped this guy. Say he is inciting the military by making a publication of the kind of food they give to the men they feel they are the ones securing the land. I tell you for free of charge that these people are feeding on 3,000 naira on daily food. That is 1,000 morning, 1,000 afternoon, and 1,000 evening. You can imagine what 1,000 naira can buy in the market. I'm just trying to correct you, saying that it is Simon Ekpa's activities that sent him to prison. You lie. Bianca Ojukwu and DOS are the ones, in fact, and the Nigerian government are the ones who sent that guy to prison. So please correct that language. It is not good. Yes, I know you to be outspoken in issues like this, but this one, my brother, you failed it. Please.
In the southeastern Nigeria.
If words of mouth can send somebody into prison, what is Hassan Dokbo still doing outside? What is Ren Omokri still doing? What about what they call him? Festus Akpamo? What about Dana Eboala? Why haven't they been inside prison? And you are telling me that it is the words of his mouth and social media activities. What social media activities? Okay, dancing on social media is what sent him to prison. Nah, my people, okay? I don't know whether you don't collect your own, because this is not normal you. This is not the guy I know too well.
Part of prison was Finland president's greediness. Finland government is too greedy by accepting installation of all solar panel across Abuja, across Lagos, across Kano, across the entire country called Nigeria. And let's stop. Finnish president is a corrupt president in Europe, and you can see how EU actually named him. They summoned him, they questioned him, they put clause on his company.
Why do some people seem to attract luck, opportunities, and protection?
As we are waiting, because this one is just ads playing, so as we are waiting for the message to resume, make sure you are sharing this message, please. I beg you.
Invisible.
Bianca Ojukwu's wife could never have done that. She didn't do that. And went to prison because Tinubu government lobbied Finnish government by giving them that succulent project as a contract, billions of dollars. Sabreba was named in Finland as a result of excess lobbying by this current administration under supervision of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to make sure that they stop Finland from letting go Simon Ekpa. Could be that Bianca went against Simon Ekpa and succeeded. Simon Ekpa would have been extradited into Nigeria. They would have deported him here, so that Christopher Musa, anti-Christianity, would have barbecued Simon Ekpa and they would eat his meat. Yes, Chawaman eat. Christopher Musa, Antichrist, Mr. 666, Minister of Defense. He worked hard with somebody who job and Bianca Ono. They found woefully. whom Simon Ekpa is in Finland. Simon Ekpa is the same party member, chief with Alex Top, the current serving Finnish president. Finland government will have no prerogative to do that, to jail their members. It is not possible. Ekpa went to Finland on a scholarship after good performances on one of the Olympic Games in the world. And that was how Nigerian nation sent Ekpa to Finland on scholarship, on getting there as an Igbo man, very bright and clever man. He chimed. He became one of their parliamentarians after working with Finland military. He's an army in Finland, commanding battalions, until he resigned and joined politics in Finland. We actually know Simon Ekpa's profile. Nobody could just force us to believe what is not. Simon Ekpa is not serving jail. He has been pardoned. Only that there are documents, various signings. After going those signings, Simon Ekpa will come out free. He remains signing, and as I'm talking to you now, parole. He has been working out free, only that he has been reporting to the authority. He is not in jail anymore. Bianca Ojukwu, we have no reason to cause him a sleepless night. A beauty pageant, the former wife of Biafran warlords, will never, ever, she couldn't have done that, and she could never, ever have done that. I'm telling you, Bianca Ojukwu, if you work against Biafra today, Biafran nation, God, Chineke will punish him. I don't see Bianca working against Biafra. If she actually does, Chineke God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will punish her. That's why I'm telling you that Bianca will have no reason to go against Simon Ekpa. Have no reason.
You see, this guy is not guided. No, is not guided. My brother, this guy have compromised. This is the same guy some couple of weeks ago, even when Bianca Ojukwu was a kind of appointed as Minister for Foreign Affairs for State. This guy said, look at the dirty job that this Bianca is going to do to us. This guy is living in Lagos. This guy is outspoken. This guy is a street legend. You know, by way of the way they always interview him is to make sure that they get kind of a street what would I call it? Like street vote. If you just went to street and begin to ask, oh, what about Bola Ahmed Tinubu? What about Peter Obi? You know, people will just judge based on what they feel. This guy have been outspoken over this matter, but now the guy have changed. What really changed is what I don't know. But let us keep listening to him. Uchonye, Adionjo, he might be right, he might be wrong. But let's continue.
To speak against or work against Biafra, if she actually does, Chineke will penalize, castigate her.
Let me remind you, my brother, that Bianca Ojukwu is working against Biafra. Bianca Ojukwu have been a stern speaker of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. He went to California with one summit that they have with AVI, the African or rather American veteran of Igbo descent. They have a meeting there with some parliamentarians of US where she made it. I mean, she made a call for Nnamdi Kanu's release, unconditional release, and said that if government of Tinubu refuse to do so, then she herself have to go straight to the United States of America and lobby for Biafra breakthrough. After she made that comment, my brother, they silenced Bianca Ojukwu by giving her Minister for State of Foreign Affairs and give her a mandate on what she have to do. That if she can be able to deliver, to make sure that these guys turn their face against the Biafrans, she is going to get the original Minister of Foreign Affairs for Federal. And she did that work perfectly okay. Since that day, she talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They called her. Till today, when me and you dey, I never see anywhere, directly or indirectly, Bianca Ojukwu have posted about Nnamdi Kanu or the Biafrans. And you are telling me she is not working for the Biafrans. She used to be outspoken. Why she is not in the government of the zoo? Or maybe she just used that to climb to where she is today. We cannot tell. These are the antecedents of the Igbos. Igbo love themselves. On our way done. Let us continue.
The way she will suffer into eternity. We know how Ojukwu risked his life fighting for Biafra with his skins and blood, spending his father's money. Ojukwu hard-earned money, billions, was expended on Nigerian Biafran civil war. When it mattered most, Ojukwu used that money, imported arms, and all the Biafran soldiers actually resisted Nigerian battalions, and they unalived all of them at Abagana Axis. If you want to know what I'm saying, I want you to fly into London to the medical facilities where Gowon is cooling off on his hospital bed. Ask Gowon what went on at Abagana Axis, Anambra State. Nigerian battalions, military men, over 315 military trucks loaded with arms and ammunition were destroyed, demolished, and thoroughly, extincted out of existence. It caught fire, the trucks caught fire, the battalions, Nigerian soldiers were all unalive, to the level that Murtala Mohammed ran away and he was caught at Mpo. Ojukwu forgave him. I'm telling you the truth. If Bianca no work against Igbo nation, it will go against her. Let us stop politicking. Let us stop agenda. It is an agenda by the Nigerian state to be causing Biafra constituted government in America, in Asia, in Europe. What? Out of balance, out of their bearings. Listen, they will cause them sleepless night over there because Ojukwu's wife will never have any reason to work against Biafra.
He have concluded his message. He said Ojukwu wife have no reason to work against Biafra. And why I tell you that this guy have been compromised is this. He have been compromised. I'm not be surprised. A lot of them have been compromised. I will not be surprised. A lot of them have been working, and in fact, a lot of them directly or indirectly is working against us. I will not be surprised. Wow. Nothing money cannot do. Money stops nonsense, according to them. And anything APC and Nigerian government cannot do does not exist. And that is the reason why we have to take things the way it is.
In entirety, let off the hook since many months ago. But due to the kind of politicians we parade around in Nigeria, they are all uneducated idiots, Nigerian political thieves. Our politicians are rogues, international thieves. They keep on lobbying Finland for how many months so that Ekpa will remain there. Ekpa has come out on parole and parody. He is only reporting to the authority. It's meant that election should come. That's the only thing that remains. And sign his freedom. But let me tell you, he can take, he could do that of his appeal in himself. And let me tell you, without being told, you should know that Biafrans were having many lawyers abroad. There are many international attorneys, lawyers, good lawyers in America that are coming to take care of Simon Ekpa case in Finland. And as I'm talking to you now, Finland has rubbished his image in Europe. The Finnish image in Europe has been rubbished as European Union. Member countries or nations in Europe has come against and expelled the Finnish president, who as a result of what? Greed, accepted succulent, juicy, juicy contract of supplying solar panel all over Nigeria. By not doing that, they wrote Simon Ekpa in, accusing him of committing an act of terrorism. If Ekpa could commit an act of terrorism, what did Gumi commit? If I ever could commit a crime, an act of terrorism, what has Nigerian government committed that warranted Canada barring Nigerian politicians from entering Canada today? Visa ban. What is it that Nigerian country committed that United States to the United States of America. Okay, we should not be telling ourselves lies up to this stage. An Igbo man has not committed any crime in the person of Ekpa. Ekpa has not committed any crime, no criminality. Ekpa was busy defending Igbo land, defending Igbo, Anambra, Abia, Igbo, and Enugu. Okay, Ekpa did not commit any crime. Fulani Janjaweeds, Fulani pigs. We are busy killing everybody in Nigeria. What did the Finland do? What did the United Nations say? What did the Tinubu administration do? They allowed them. They have sacked many communities in the southwest. In Akure today, the whole palace has been vacated. All the obas, they are taken to their hills. Go to Woro community, Oti, and Ofa. They have abandoned their communities. Fulani bandits are taking over everywhere in Kwara State. Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu. You people are mad. Many politicians in Nigeria accusing Nnamdi Kanu and Ekpa of act of terrorism. Many politicians, Ndiala, all of you are mad. Yes, your madness has gotten to the level of malignancy, incurable madness. Yes, all of you are mad. Some of you are suffering from megalomania. Allah.
Well said, Mr. Ralph.
Megalomania. Allah.
Well said, Mr. Ralph. You said it as usual. There is a breaking news coming out currently that Nnamdi Kanu is currently under fire with the kind of offers that has been given to him, including the UK government currently involved, asking him to abandon Biafra and get his total freedom.
UK government is a mad country. Stay. What is that his name? Kama Stay Kama is a mad prime minister. Robinson, the UK prime minister, when Igbos were subjected to the kind of genocide, the largest, biggest bloodbath on the African continent. Okay? That prime minister, a madman, may his soul never rest in peace. Igbo lost 4 million souls during the war, and Britain is asking for pardon to abandon Biafra. Come and stay. You are a madman.
Make it a habit. 7 minutes of time.
My people, now here we go take a bar break now this message, yo. And I don't hear the whole thing where you want here. And there's nothing that this guy will say here that you never hear before, or you have not been hearing on daily basis. But the fact still remain that the message is very, very simple. It's very, very simple and very, very clear to everyone to understand. The meeting that are being held, according to the information reaching me, is supposed to be a confidential issue. It's not meant for general public, but it have already appeared on the general public already, so we need to address it the way it is. Bianca Ono keep on sending petitions even till tomorrow against Biafra, against Nnamdi Kanu, against Ekpa, and against Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. They are pushing for Ngozi Orabueze's extradition, while Ngozi Orabueze is pushing to win the Senate seat of state of Georgia. Okay, let's see who wins. Two women. Before, if na man now they say 2 elephants fighting. Say na grass now they suffer them. So now, let's say 2 women elephants fighting. Let's see who is going to win. Whether they are going to extradite Ngozi or she's going to win the seat of the state of Georgia. I don't know, but let's wait in the coming days. Have a nice day. I'm going to go control to bless us. That's